my supporters, man. I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. You just don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. It came straight out the...
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down. Roth got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harmon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gurley again here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down. Roth. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Quincy Wilson in on the stop. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll let their fullback try and push to Kyle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Long. He's airing it out for Williams. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3-19. Off the play fake. Wrong. He finds Coleman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over!
And they'll run it here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down a Chiefs sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Roth. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
On 1st down, Roth. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
To throw on 2nd down. Roth, incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw again. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, The only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. From the gun on third down. Roth, he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. In for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs
56,
later.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go, D.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Gone, gone.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room to run now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down. Roth looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw on second down. Roth. Coleman has it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Roth. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 17.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check tight end. Check tight.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
carry now for Gurley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Roth. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Well, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
4 down. Alert. Gun. Detroit. Gun.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and 10, Roth. Man open left side, it's Williams. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the counter, Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll look to throw here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point up and through. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. A little juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.
And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they